So, ¿cómo estás, everyone? I've been recording this whole entire time. Actually, not really recording, but I've been sitting here talking to myself on this freaking phone, thinking that I was recording, and I'm really not. And I just got so carried away that I didn't even realize that I wasn't recording. So, here I am. It's a great morning, early morning. My husband says that I never wake up early. I take my kids to school every single day. They have to be at school by 8 o'clock. Besides today. And supposedly I sleep all day. Back then, yes. Depression kicks in? Yes. I easily get unmotivated. Yes, this is very true. Everyone says that mental health works. Not for everyone. To me, I feel like it's willpower. It's your own decision. It's what you want to do. It's what, whatever God shows you your way. Say hi. Having a day. My morning was crazy. But what morning isn't crazy? I hate mornings. Do you like mornings? Because I sure don't. Mornings is the worst for me. But I've been dealing, actually. I've been doing really good. He says I haven't. He says all I do is sleep all day, like I said. Which, actually, that's very, very, very not true whatsoever. And I hate it because in the end of the day, it's like he's the number one person that I want to prove the most to. And for him to exaggerate, I hate when he does that. I hate the exaggeration. And I don't know what you guys think, but is there a difference between over-exaggerate? Okay. Can you compare over-exaggeration to sitting here and feeling some type of way or feeling the obvious of certain things, and say he says you're making it up, right? But in all reality, the obvious is the obvious, or maybe you're just overthinking it. But you speak your mind, right? But to him, it's like, oh, you're just telling stories. You're just making lies. You're just doing this. You're just doing that. But is that really the same? Because to him, it's like I mentioned about his over-exaggeration, but then he comes back with, well, now you know how it feels when you come up with all these things and blah, 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 blah. But it's like, huh? Okay. And over-exaggeration is over-exaggeration. Like, when I'm telling you that I'm not, sleeping all day, and I'm actually trying to be as productive as I can, or do what I can when I can do it, or even if I'm not be productive, whatever the case is, if the fact of me staying up in the morning is, unless I have a work schedule, and I don't have a choice but to actually be there and actually, in a structural form, just, compared to, hey, I have a business I run, not out yet, but it's in the process, and just as long as there's progress, I feel there's nothing wrong with that. And what I do throughout the day, just as long as I'm not doing anything wrong, I don't feel that there's anything wrong, period. But like I said, how is there any relevance to over exaggerating that to me, or to him, saying how I make up stories because I feel like there's some kind of insecurity in my heart, and I express it. I'm a very expressive person, as you can see. As you can tell, I blab, yes. I like to talk, yes. And low-key, I'm a very outgoing person, and I can approach anybody, which is the funniest part, because I'm a hermit at the same time. And that's only because I'm older, I'm married. It's part of it all, right? Maybe, I guess. I meet new people. It really all depends. Do I hang out with them? No. But it is what it is. How's it going out there?
Amazing.
He's a hard-working man, and I give him that. But sometimes I wish that our relationship can be stronger, and I wish that there was a lot more effort. And I feel like, to me, it's like, you have no effort, then what effort can I give if you have none? Or, somebody has to always be submissive, right? Somewhere. So, who is willing to be? 11 years is a very long time. This year would be our 5th year anniversary in our marriage. He's not an angel, and I can guarantee that. And call it woman's intuition or not, but we have our feels all the time when we know that our husbands and our men are doing something wrong. And every single time, I have always known it, no matter what. Unfortunately, that's not always the case for him. He thinks it's all BS. Women's intuition is BS. He does nothing wrong. He's an angel. I used to work in clubs back in my day, I sound so old. But back then, I used to work in many clubs. I used to go to clubs all the time. I loved clubbing. I actually worked in clubs, and I've met all kinds of different people, all kinds of different types of women, men, and men would just go there actually to pay to just even vent their life away, because they don't have a wife to do that with, or certain things, or fetishes, or whatever the case is. I don't know, but in the end, it's like I'm just hoping that he would go to me first for everything before he goes that route. And I have the biggest trust issues in the world, and I will admit to that. I don't think there has been one person in my life that I can say that, my whole entire life, I can say that that's actually really, besides family, of course, right? But as far as friends or acquaintances, anyone that supposedly cared, there's never been one that's actually been there through my worst and had my back to the fullest. Sucks, but we'll all get over it and we move on. And you know what? they move on, we move on, life moves on, and we all live our own. But when you get married, you hope to God that He is the one that will have your back to the fullest on everything and anything, because basically you expect Him, and you expect it to be like a reflection to you. Like, He is your reflection of yourself. I wouldn't say completely, but in some point. I was talking about earlier when I thought I was recording. Wald was talking about how a woman was crying over the fact that a man wasn't going to marry her because of $15,000 in debt. And I said, that's just silly. Because there is always going to be hurdles, and there's always going to be issues, and there's always going to be something that you're not going to like. And if that causes you to not even want to discuss the fact that you don't even want to get married to, I think that's just crazy. But apparently, chick, he don't love you. And marriage is all about thick and thin. No matter what, you stick through it. You stick. And to me, family should never intervene. Nowadays, how technology has grown, the fun thing to do with people is play stupid. Like, you have absolutely no knowledge, no recollection of what the hell is going on in this world whatsoever. In fact, how could you not see it? Right? How could you not hear? How could you not see? How could you not tell? How could you not figure it out? I have the biggest thing of being impatient, but I am patient too. At the same time, depending what it is, I can be very patient. And for 7 years, I have been patient over family intervening into my immediate family. And no matter whether if I did something wrong to hurt the other side of the family, everything is a choice. You either deal, move on, or deal or move on. I don't know. I just wish that people can have somewhat of the same mentality as me. I'm a very blunt person, so it sucks sometimes that people can't handle that. And no matter how much you want to sit there and try to play mental warfare and games, listen, with me, it doesn't work. I'll do anything to try to stop it, because in the end of the day now it was so easy before to just slide your phone and get somebody's credit card or whatever, scan it or whatever, or identity theft, or especially hacking into other people's phones. It don't take much. Nothing takes much anymore when it comes to technology. It's sad to say, there is no privacy whatsoever in this world anymore. Not a single moment, not a single second. And If only there really was. But there isn't anymore. And I know this. I get that. And I get how it happens. I just don't say anything about it. I just don't do anything about it. I may cry and make, a scene sometimes because it gets overwhelming. It's like, why can't you just balls up and just come at me with it instead of low-key trying to get in my head with everything? That's just silly. But apparently when it comes to the real spotlight, not so many people can really show the real true self, the real true identity, the real true life, everything. All right? Sorry, I'm a mess. This morning is a mess. The real true spotlight of it all. Everyone wants to say spotlight. I can give them a spotlight, and I wouldn't give it two damn. You can give me an interview for all I care and ask any question to the whole entire world. And truthfully, just as much as no one cares, and they want to act like they care because they have nothing else to do, and they're like, everybody likes to be in other people's business. It's just as much as I don't care, right? Just as much as we watch celebrities all the time, which we never see. Majority of the time we don't see. It's just the same. But yeah, I don't know how things get intervened, how things get put out there in the world under wraps. It's just a given. I mean, truly. Airdropping, all the settings in the world on the phone. Bob the Builder. Call him that, I don't care. Listen, we all have our connections, right? We all have our ways. Everybody does, somehow, somewhere, somehow. Especially when you work with the community, when you have the money in the world to do so, or if you just know people, period. It's not so very hard after all. You got your drones, you got everything. And it's the funniest thing how I always get treated as if I'm so blinded. But really, I can be myself, and you can play the camera all day long and show the truth of it all. But who really doesn't want it? Because I can, and I would if I could. But I do certain things to a limitation, out of respect and out of love. So, I don't know. That's my first vlog of the day. Good morning again. It's 8:25. Oh, it's a beautiful day. It's supposed to warm up a little bit today. I have a lovely jacket on for some reason. Freaking fuzzy freaking headband. Oh, it's freezing cold this morning. Like, truly. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being supportive. If you have the time or a chance to, please give me your comments, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you want. I really don't care. Whatever. I'm not here for anything else but just to be me and just to vent and just to show that the spotlight is truly who I am. I'm a Leo. Yeah. But you know what? There's been moments in time in my life that anxiety has gotten in my way. But when it all really falls down to it, I have overcame a lot throughout this journey of mine. And just as long as there's positivity, motivational, anything, love, nothing can hurt me. And you'll be surprised who you truly underestimate. Especially as women. Love you guys. See you soon. Talk to you later.